Hey, hey. So, this one's from the car today. Is this dangerous? I don't know. I mean, it's like kind of like talking to a person, right? Next to me. Right? Yeah. So, do you find it's hard to find abundance when you're living in lack? I mean, yes, it's for me, it's always been hard to find abundance when I'm living in lack. And you might not notice these things, but that's usually where it comes from. When you're trying to find that abundance, you can't find it. You're living in lack. You're thinking of the things that you don't have instead of the things that you do have. Anyways, in order to tie this, I wrote things down today. So in order to tie things into my life, I kind of remember my upbringing, and when we first got to Canada, and this first school I went to was St. Alfred's. It was like a public school, a Catholic public school, and it was my first school in Canada. And there was a lot of Polish kids because we lived in a Polish neighborhood, and the Polish kids just hung out with each other all the time, and they spoke in Polish. They didn't hang out with the other kids, and I don't know, I had this, I really wanted to be part of the whole and meet new kids and everything. So I would always say, guys, like, don't you want to hang out with the other kids? Like, don't you want to speak English to them? And, and all this stuff. So I kind of made the effort to hang out with other kids. And I wasn't there at that school for too long. So when I transitioned to the next school, my second school in Canada, a public school, just because it was closer to our house. So my parents kind of put me wherever it was closer, whether it was Catholic or public. And there, I don't think I had one Polish friend, but we spoke in English, and all my friends were Canadian. And it was great because I learned English really quickly. And I don't know if you know anybody that has an accent that's been in Canada or in America for a long time, and they still have an accent. I feel like I don't have an accent. Maybe I have a little bit, but I don't really have much of an accent. And it's because I dove into it, and I surrounded myself with that. And to bring it all back is, that whole idea of surrounding yourself with abundance will bring you more abundance. And I think that's totally true. And it's a perfect example of that, like I've always kind of lived that way. Is if I feel like I'm lacking something, instead of running from it, like I'll try to force myself into it. And I'm still working on that all the time. I sometimes it's even just your perspective of things, but that story kind of makes me want to do more of this in my life today. Is surround myself with the English speaking people, with wealth speaking people, or happy speaking people. Think of it that way, right? So yeah, that story kind of reminded me of that, and I thought it was a good way to kind of like mix that together. So yeah, surround yourself with what you desire. If you are looking for happiness, if you're looking for wealth, if you're trying to write a song, if you're trying to be in a certain kind of career or something, surround yourself with that. As uncomfortable as it is at first, and just like when I first met those kids and first started speaking English to kids, I didn't know, it was uncomfortable. It didn't feel right, but little by little it became more and more comfortable, and now I think and speak in English. I rarely think in Polish. If I'm, thinking of something, I can't, I don't know what, like certain words, or sometimes if I have a memory, some Polish words will come into my mind, but I generally think in English. So I think that's a good little takeaway from my upbringing, and tying in my everyday life. So right now, like I said, just like with the fitness, I hired a fitness instructor, and I've surrounded myself with that stuff, been listening to videos every single day, and just it's transformed my life. And so I'm kind of hitting on that with like the finance stuff right now. Is like we've started working with a financial advisor. I'm surrounding myself, trying to listen to it, trying to think that language at all times. Anyways, have a good day. I love you. Bye.